Previous class, completion of finance type study. Today move on to another example mentioned in our syllabus, that is the NEETM. Is a last example. NEETM is type study. I have studied the following characters. Before that, go to the characters. Classification of NEETM. Division Gymnospermae. Class Neotopsida, order Nettles, family Nettaceae, and example is a NEETM. After the classification of NEETM, we are moved to external characters and distribution of NEETM. First, distribution and occurrence of NEETM. NEETM is a gymnosperm belonging to the order Nettles. It is a most advanced genus. The different species of NEETM distributed in the most tropical region of the world. Many species are endemic. What is the meaning of endemic? Endemic is nothing but it is available or located in a particular places, such as America, Brazil, West Indies, etc. It is not found in Australia. Here the point. Not found in Australia, North America and Europe. NEETM includes about 40 species. Of these, few are found in India. They are, listen here, NEETM cynonum, NEETM contractum, NEETM monatum, NEETM latifolum, NEETM ulva. Most of the species of NEETM are woody climbers. Example, NEETM ulva. And NEETM montanum, some species are small shrubby. Example, NEETM contractum. Few others are a small tree. Example, NEETM jananum. Anyhow, in Karnataka, you have seen one place, particularly Agumbe and Sringeri, having a one species. NEETM ulva species is very commonly or chiefly available in Karnataka region. It is a endangered species, endemic and endangered. Earlier days, it is available here and there. Now it is very rarer and in the region of that is endangered. ನಶಿಸಿ ಹೋಗುವ ಹಂತಕ್ಕೆ ತಲುಪಿದೆ. No doubt at all is an endemic species. Next, move on to external characters of NEETM. External characteristics are morphological characters of NEETM. NEETM is a sporophytic plant body. It is similar to that of the angiosperm. The plant body is differentiated into root, stem, leaf. Anyhow, the root is the normal taproot system. There is no any peculiarities like cycas and pinus. Anyhow, the stem is a straight, branched, woody climbers. Woody climbers. Listen here the picture. Stem is a straight, branched, woody climbers. Stem is again branched into two kinds. One is the limited growth, another one is the unlimited growth. Unlimited growth of branches arises on the main stem. Limited growth of the branches are again arises on the unlimited growth. Anyhow, and the leaves are decussate, opposite. Listen here, all of you. The leaves are opposite decussate. One pair is right angles to the next one. Leaves are elongated or elliptical in shape, and even though exstipulate, leathery and textury. Listen here the case, and reticulate venations. Always the leaves are arises on the nodal region of the stem and its branches. Particularly, it is arises on the a limited growth of the plant body. Limited growth is nothing but that is a dwarf shoot. Again, the one more kind of leaves is also there in the Neetum. These are also foliaceous leaves, dorsiventral in nature. Some type of leaves is also there. Minute, scaly, membranous leaves also there in the plant body. These are occurs on the limited growth, occurs on the unlimited growth. It is only for protection. These are helpful for carry out the photosynthesis. And one more point, the Neetum plant produces the male and female flowers. Male and female flowers directly in the form of a bunch or in the aggregate is nothing but cones, respectively called as, that is a male cone and female cone. It is a dioecious plant. Male and female plants are separate. Male plant produces the male cone. Female plant produces the female cone at its tip of the stem and its branches. These are the morphological or external characteristic feature of Neetum. Next, move on to anatomical feature of Neetum. We shall move on to anatomical characters of Neetum. First one, anatomy of young stem. Here take a transverse section of a young stem of Neetum. The following characters are visible, such as epidermis, cortex, endodermis, vascular bundles. Like first one is epidermis. Epidermis is the outermost layer, uniseriate cells, listen here, outermost layer, uniseriate cells, discontinuous in the form of stomata, helpful for check out the transpiration and exchange of gases. Outermost layer of the epidermal cells are covered with the cuticle. Again, it is helpful for protection and check out the transpirations. Next, beneath the epidermis is the presence of a cortex. In this case, particularly Neetum stem, cortex is differentiated into three kinds, such as outer cortex, middle cortex, inner cortex. Outer cortex is located just beneath the epidermis, multi-layered thickness, loosely arranged, chlorenchymatous, listen here all of you, oval shaped cells, loosely arranged chlorenchymatous cells. That means the cells are filled with chloroplast. Hence these are called chlorenchymatous cortex. What is the role of this outer cortex? Carry out the photosynthesis. Beneath the outer cortex, just outermost layer of the inner cortex, the compactly arranged cells and having a fiber cells is made up of parenchymatous cells. Middle cortex is made up of parenchyma. Here and there of the some cells are fiber cells. The role of the parenchyma helpful for storage of food. Cells are somewhat peculiarity, polygonal or somewhat polyhedral in shape. Carefully listen here. The middle cortex located outermost layer of the inner cortex and innermost layer of the outer cortex. The storage is already told. Function is storage. Next, innermost layer of the, that is middle cortex, is nothing but inner cortex. Inner cortex are only 2 to 3 cell thickness. Listen here. 2 to 3 cell thickness made up of dead cells. Dead cells is nothing but sclerenchymatous cells. And gives the role is, what is the role? Role is helpful for mechanical support. Because sclerenchyma function is nothing but a mechanical support. Whole the plant body straight or erect in nature in front of we. It is due to the presence of a sclerenchyma in the plant body, particularly inner cortex of the stem. Next one is endodermis. After cortex, endodermis is the next layer. Endodermis is the innermost layer of the cortex, particularly inner cortex. Again, it is a uniseriate layer. Listen here in the diagram. Uniseriate. That means the endodermis is made up of single row thickness. Endodermis is a parenchymatous. Carefully, the cortex is chlorenchyma, parenchyma, sclerenchyma. Same way, endodermis is also made up of parenchyma tissue. This endodermis only the helpful for protection of steel, particularly vascular bundles. Okay. Next, pericycle is also there in this stem, but not demarked out. It is an inconspicuous, merged within endodermal cells, not clearly visible. Even though it is there, even though carry out its function, but structurally not clear, not marked out. It is inconspicuous, merged within an endodermis. But this pericycle also carried out the highly protective function of the vascular bundle, particularly vascular bundles. Next, coming to the vascular bundles. Vascular bundles are arranged in the form of ring. Is a characteristic feature of dicot stem. Vascular bundles are casually 20 to 24 in number. 22. The vascular bundles are casually 20 to 24 in number, arranged in the form of one ring only, a ring. Vascular bundles are conjoined, collateral, open type. Listen here all of you. Conjoined, collateral, open type. That means in between the phloem and xylem having a strip of cambium. That's why it is called as conjoined, collateral, open type of vascular bundle. Already told, the vascular bundles are 20 to 24 in number. In between the two vascular bundle, or in each vascular bundle, having a elongated parenchymatous ray. That ray is called as medullary ray. Medullary ray starting with endodermis, ending with the pith. It is only the separation of one vascular bundle to another vascular bundle. It is purely made up of parenchymatous tissue. Yes. Vascular bundles are already told conjoined, collateral, open, but xylem is endarc. What is the meaning of endarc? Protoxylem towards center, metaxylem towards periphery. Protoxylem towards center, metaxylem towards periphery. Such type of xylem is called as endarc. It is a stem character, whatever the stem. One hint for you. In case of fruit, whatever the plant body, root, vascular bundle having a xylem is exarch. The meaning of exarch, protoxylem towards periphery, metaxylem towards center. But in case of this stem, particularly the neetum stem, protoxylem towards the center, metaxylem towards periphery is an endarc nature of xylem. Coming to the elements of xylem. The xylem having all the elements such as trachea, vessels, xylem parenchyma, xylem fiber cells. It is easily helpful for conduction of waters. Same way, phloem having 4 elements such as sieve tube, companion cell, phloem parenchyma, phloem fiber. It is also helpful for conduction of food. Anyhow, there is no any peculiarity about the vascular bundles. Is already told in the beginning, similar to that of the dicot stem. But all the vascular bundles are located in the center core, center part of the stem. It is in the center of the vascular bundle, where it is a ringing form. In the center of the vascular bundle, that is a white space is there in all of you. This is the white space. The space is called as, what do you call it? Pith. Pith is the, that is a larger cell, that is a parenchymatous tissue. Again, it is helpful for, what is it? The storage of food. It is a brief information regarding the anatomy or TS of Needham stem. In our examination, hint for you, in our examination, 5 marks question, you explain the TS of Needham stem with neat label diagrams. The diagram you have write, getting the 2.5 marks. The description of the internal character of the stem is getting another 3 marks. Totally getting 5 marks in our examination. Next anatomical feature or a part of the Needham is leaf. Now take a transverse section of the Needham leaf. The following characters are visible, such as epidermis, mesophyll, then vascular bundle. First one is epidermis. After take a transverse section of the Needham leaf, first part is clearly visible, is nothing but epidermis. Epidermis is differentiated into 2 kinds. One is upper epidermis, next one is the lower epidermis. First one is upper epidermis. Upper epidermis is always occurs on the upper surface of the leaf because the Needham leaf is dorsiventrally flattened. Upper surface is different and lower surface is different. But in this case, the upper epidermis is always located on the upper surface, uniseriate one, compactly, without any gap, without any intercellular spaces. But outer surface of the epidermal cells are thickened by cuticle, helpful for transpiration, avoiding and protection. Even though epidermis is also helpful for avoiding the protection for the internal component, but it is made up of parenchymatous cells. Same way, in the lower side of the leaf, again is a uniseriate, discontinuous parenchymatous cells. That is called as lower epidermis. Listen here in this case. Lower epidermis. Already told lower epidermis is a discontinuous in the form of stomata. That is called as sunken stomata. But in this case, the stomata confirm only the lower epidermis, absence of in the upper epidermis. That's why it is called as hypostomatic. Hypo means below, stomata. Stomata confirm in the lower epidermis. But cuticle is rarely present in the lower epidermis. But cuticle is must and should presence on the upper epidermal cells. Already known to the fact, stomata is again helpful for exchange of gases. Is a sunken stomata helpful for hiding the or avoiding the loss of water. Next, mesophyll is located in between the upper and lower epidermis. Mesophyll is located in between the upper and lower epidermis. Mesophyll is only occurs on the lamina region, both sides of the midrib, lamina region, but absent in the midrib regions. Each leaf is distinct into, that is a laminar portion and midrib portion. Laminar portion is only the presence of mesophyll tissue, but absence in the midrib regions. Mesophyll is differentiated into 2 kinds. One is a palisade mesophyll tissue, another one is the spongy parenchymatous mesophyll tissue. Palisade mesophyll tissue present just beneath the upper epidermis is again a single layer thickness, but cells are elongated, columnar, compactly arranged. Carefully observe. Cells are more elongated, compactly arranged, and columnar, but filled with each and every, that is a palisade tissue, filled with chloroplast, carry out the photosynthesis. Photosynthetic organ is nothing but a chloroplast. All the chloroplast filled with parenchymatous tissue, lateral side of the midrib. Here to here, parenchymatous tissue. Here to here, parenchymatous tissue. Some dot line indicates the palisade tissue. There and there dot lines is nothing but chloroplast. Next one is second kind of mesophyll tissue is nothing but a spongy tissue. Spongy tissue present beneath the palisade tissue, just above the lower epidermis. All the cells of the spongy tissue loosely arranged, thin-walled in nature. The oval or elongated cells, these are also filled with chloroplast as compared to that of the palisade tissue is a less number of chloroplast. It is also same function, carry out the photosynthesis. In addition to that, that is mesophyll tissue, in addition to that, some of the cells, here and there of the some spongy tissue, here and there some spongy tissue, presence of scleroid cells. You have seen the diagram. This is the scleroid cells. Is all present on the particularly spongy parenchymatous mesophyll tissues. Next, vascular bundles. Vascular bundles are numerous in number, located in the exactly in the midrib regions, but not seen in the mesophyll or in the lamina regions. Only located in between the midrib regions. But midrib region of the leaf, the cells are parenchymatous, spherical or hexagonal or polygonal in shape, compactly arranged parenchymatous. Within the midrib region, vascular bundles are arranged, but peculiar type of arrangement. What is the peculiar type? All the vascular bundles are arranged in the form of arc shape. Listen here. Here it is somewhat arc shape. All the vascular bundles are arranged in the form of arc shape. Vascular bundles are conjoint collaterals. Conjoint collaterals. That means side by side of xylem and phloem. Side by side of xylem and phloem. But in this vascular bundle, carefully, one peculiarity, casually vascular bundles, the xylem is present towards the center, phloem towards the periphery. Whereas in the needle leaf, the xylem vice versa, towards periphery, phloem towards the center. It is one of the peculiarity of the arrangement of xylem and phloem in the vascular bundles. All the vascular bundle already told in the form of arc arrangement. But base of the each and every vascular bundle, listen here carefully, each and every base of the vascular bundle thickened by one of the dead cells. Those are also called as stone cells. This is the stone cells. Is nothing but a stony layer. So many times asked the question, where the stony layer is present into the needle plant. Exactly you have seen in the needle leaf, base of the vascular bundle thickened by a single layer, thickened by stony cells. Hence it is called as stony layer. Due to the presence of a stony layer, all the vascular bundles are in the specific manner, that is nothing but what is it? Is an arc shape. or otherwise it is irregular or scattered or ring due to the presence of a stony cells or a stony layer. All the vascular bundles are definite arrangement in the form of arc shape. Okay, all the elements of xylem is also compulsory present, like such as xylem trachea, vessels, fiber, parenchyma. Same way, all the elements of phloem is also compulsory present. Phloem is also compulsory present. The phloem elements like sieve tube, companion cell, parenchyma, and fiber cells are also present. And each vascular tissue or the complex tissue carried out the functions conduction of water and conduction of food respectively by xylem and phloem. This is the internal component or internal character of that is the Needham leaf. Again, in our examination, so many times asked the question, explain the anatomy of or explain the TS of Needham leaf with suitable diagram. Is nothing but how diagram neatly or systematically and explain one by one like epidermis, mesophyll, vascular bundle and etc. It is a fulfilled answer for in our examination. Suppose arises this question.